As Arkansans pay more for nearly everything, a Van Buren County man says he thought by going solar, he'd reap the benefits. His family scratched that plan, then called Fox 16 Investigates when they claim the utility company's demands became financially impossible. Fox 16's Mitch McCoy asking questions tonight and confirms the state is now investigating.
Passing a net metering law in 2019, Arkansas lawmakers paved the way for renewable energy. But tonight, the state's Public Service Commission has launched an investigation into alleged unauthorized solar fees.
Very expensive to heat and cool.
When you're trying to save your own green,
I live in a 100-year-old home as well.
One option is to go green, something David Cook says he wants to do. Monthly utilities for a Shirley home runs $250 to $300. If he were to ditch the grid and lease solar panels instead, he says he'd save $200 to $250 every month.
And that would have completely offset the cost to go ahead and sign the lease agreement.
After a call to Cook's electric company, Petit Jean Co-op, his big monthly savings turned upside down.
Petit Jean says we have to have this insurance in order to protect their workers because we're actually hooking up our solar panels to the electric grid.
Cook says they mandated $1 million insurance policy up front.
Because of the insurance and the extra requirements that Petit Jean has placed on it.
Pause. Extra requirements. In addition to commercial insurance that would have cost $1,700 every year, Cook claims the co-op wanted to charge a $500 application fee. He says he would have had to purchase some other equipment too. And by the time you add everything up,
I've heard quotes from $5,000 to $10,000 up front. And in effect, that's just, again, prices you out of the market.
There's so much back and forth.
Lauren Waldrop leads the Arkansas Advanced Energy Association. She says there's a handful of co-ops requiring insurance coverage and application fees, something Waldrop says the state's Public Service Commission never approved.
Arkansas is really set up to be the leader in the advanced energy space, and those folks are having a tough time taking advantage of it.
In a written filing to the Arkansas Public Service Commission, Petit Jean Co-op confirms there is an application fee, writing the $500 amount of the application fee was determined by the cooperative's board of directors in the good faith exercise of its management duties. Petit Jean points to federal rules requiring insurance coverage, but it's not set a specific coverage amount for the insurance, only that it be an appropriate amount. The utility company says it doesn't need approval from the Arkansas Public Service Commission because it follows federal guidelines.
We realize that we're actually shooting at a moving target.
Back in Shirley, Cook's plan to go solar is up in the air because he says going green is different depending on who you ask.
I think the co-ops are great for rural Arkansas, but in this case, they've forgotten their customers and they're leading with their profit margin.
As mentioned, the Arkansas Public Service Commission now considers this a, quote, formal investigation. We've reached out to Petit Jean Co-op for a comment. We were told the co-op CEO would have to be the one to talk to us, but we haven't heard back yet.